Turnip crackers, welcome to another wonderful video. Today we have Joel's insane 3-in-1 locals Destiny Hero deck profile. Let's get right into it.
I don't know if I'd call it insane.
It's remarkable.
Thank you. We have one Dreadmaster. You never want to draw the thing, so...
But then how do you summon it if it's amazing?
You summon it with either Dominance or Extra Hero Cross Crusader, or even Monster Reborn. He comes up a lot, he's huge, and he protects all your monsters, so it's really the reason the deck even survives, because like you bring out him often, and then he dies, and brings out him, and then you're just protected for the turn. Anyway, 3 Celestial is his first effect where he destroys spells and traps. Doesn't come up very often, but the draw effect is really good, and you can't use it the turn you send it to the graveyard, so as many copies as possible is good. 3 Jewel Dark, it gets the excess monsters out of your hand, including him. Definitely a 3 of. He pierces too, but it doesn't come up very often. 2 Malicious, you'd play 3 if you could, but it's limited. It's unlimited, sorry. 3 Solid Soldier, another way to get monsters out of your hand. He only works on normal summon, he works on special summon, so you can put more than one monster on board. This is a bit of a rank 4 engine here. You can play him and summon another level 4 and make Xyz. He also there's a niche interaction with Mask Change, as he's got another effect if you send the graveyard with the spell you special summon a hero from the graveyard. It comes up, but not very often. But yeah, he's mainly just to get monsters out of your hand. You have to have no cards in hand to use Celestial's effects, so it's handy to be able to knock out cards out of your hand. 2 Stratos. The deck's got a decent number of normal summons, so it's only 2 instead of 3. Honestly, his back row destroying effect is more helpful in general than his searching ability, but obviously it's busted. But you'll end up sometimes summoning him, he'll die. If you get 3 of them, and you summon Stratos and knock out entire back row. It's pretty sweet, and his effect doesn't target. 2 Keeper of Dragon Magic, you discard a card and add Fusion Destiny, which is the entire reason this deck works. It does lock you to fusions, fusion summons that turn, but it's really important to get to Fusion Destiny, so 2 copies. Same thing with the normal summon thing, is you get a bunch of monsters you normal summon, so only 2. 1 Disc Commander, you never want to draw the thing, and it's only once per duel anyway, so just 1 copy. 1 Decider, I don't know if you can still see it.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a niche effect. It comes up, but it's just a 1 of. You can either stop burn damage or add a hero back from graveyard to hand. 1 Plasma. This sometimes comes up when you search it with Stratos. It's a really good effect. Like its effect is really good in very specific situations, and sometimes you'll end up with extra monsters on board, and you can't. You might be locked into fusions or locked into Dark Hero summons with Extra Hero Cross Crusader. So he's a decent 1 of. And again, you don't really want to draw it. You don't want to search it when you need it. He's also a Destiny Hero for D-Draw later. 1 Din Tag. Yeah, you banish him from the graveyard to. Can't see him.
No, you can.
Okay.
It's just Dynatag. Nobody cares.
Oh, look at that. I never read it.
It's not Din Tag.
Yeah, I missed the A. Dynatag. Yeah, you send him with the graveyard with Fusion Destiny, and he gives your monsters a huge buff. It works with Dusktopia later, and again, another card you don't really want to draw, but you can send a whole bunch of these to the graveyard at once with Fusion Destiny. So, and we have Allures and D-Draws, which are coming up in a second. Alright, for the spells, we have 3 D-Draw, of course, it's Destiny Heroes, really good card. 3 Fusion Destiny, this is the deck. Summon this guy, he summons more, it's quite good. It can also summon Dusktopia like I just showed, which comes up every now and then to pop a card. Not much else to say, it's really the entire reason this deck is even a thing. 3 Allures, playing a lot of dark monsters, all the Destiny Heroes are dark, and the 2 Keepers of Dragon Magic are dark, which is good, because if you resolve one, you usually don't need the other. 2 Called by the Grave, because of the D-Draw, the Allure, and Celestial. All sorts of things get ashed here. I'm not sure if you can ash this, I don't think you can, but it's here to prevent that anyway. DD Crows also hurts, because you need to target 3 with his effect, and get exactly 3 out, so yeah, you want to make sure that doesn't happen. All around good card. 1 copy of Mask Change. It's not the focus of the deck, but you can turn any of the Destiny heroes into Darklaw, and we have the Solid Soldier can turn into Diane. One Unity We Stand. It's the best equipped spell I could think of for Isolde, which can summon this commander from the deck. 1 copy Polymerization. Every now and then it's going to come up where you have a whole bunch of Destiny hero monsters and you're either locked to dark summons or locked to fusion summons. This comes up. It also can knock out cards out of your hands, so you can use Celestial's effect. And his effect, Dominance's effect, only works when he's fusion summoned. So even if you can bring him back, you might want to fusion summon him instead. 1 copy of Urgeki, good card. 1 copy of Pot of Acquisitiveness. You can shuffle back your Malicious and your Celestial and whatever Celestial vanished. I had it originally at 3, but then Malicious got knocked to 2, so it's a tech card at this point. Some staple spells, not much to say here. Rhoda, Poa, MST, and Monster Reborn. That's the main deck. The extra deck, we're playing 2 Dominance and 1 Dustopia. Those are the monsters you can summon on Fusion Destiny. You're pretty much always going to summon him, except in very specific situations where you summon him. His burn effect doesn't come up by very often, but not important very often. But his effect, stacking your opponent's deck, is actually really powerful. Faced a Madolche player today, and they bricked their opening hand, and I summoned him and stacked their deck and made sure they continued to brick because they were going to top Petting Cessor, whatever it's called, next turn. 1 Diane, 1 Darklaw, just tech options for mass change. 1 Underclock Taker. We actually have, it's actually not really all that much destruction in this deck. Like, Dystopia can destroy things, and I'm playing Urgeki. But this thing can allow us to overpower some things with him. And when he kills a monster in battle, obviously you draw cards, so that's pretty sweet. 1 Isolde. It's a warrior deck. I'm playing 1 Unity We Stand to bring it out. Extra Hero Cross Crusader. It's actually quite powerful Destiny hero card. I know it's called an extra hero, but it's pretty much Destiny hero card. It does lock you into dark hero summons for the rest of the turn, but it brings 1 back, including Dreadmaster, which gives you the protection on your turn, or you bring back Dominance after it's been destroyed. It's quite powerful. It can also tribute an extra hero to search Stratos, and then use that to pop back row. It comes up. Guy Saber, because I don't have Nightmare Unicorn. And Borlo Dragon is an Overall Sword Dragon. And then the rank 4 side of things, mostly just tech options. Ragnar Zero, Light Dragon, Tornado Dragon, Emerald, and Excalibur. And that's the deck.
Well, that was all for this wonderful deck profile. If you thought it was great, please like and subscribe. Peace out.